Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Silver. I read tarot and oracle cards, and what I do is I bring messages to you all. So basically, I connect with my guides, I ask that I connect with yours, and this is how we collaborate together to bring you all the most accurate reading of my ability. The topic that we're getting in here today, this is something I'm feeling a pull or like a calling to do. It's really just to channel a very important message that you need to hear in this current time. And the reason it's so focused on the current moment that you're in, and this is timeless. So whether you watch this the day I upload it or like months from now, it doesn't matter. It's all about the current time you're in when you are watching this video. And this message is going to bring you the proper clarity or insight or answers or spark of inspiration, whatever it may look like for you, depending on your situation. It's going to bring this ounce of clarity to you that will allow you to keep going, to take those next steps further. So if you've been feeling like things are moving a little slow, like you're a little stuck, or maybe you just want some validation, whatever your situation looks like, this will give you the clarity to confidently continue to move forward in your life. So really quick before we get into the pick a card, I just want to show how beautiful my new custom cup that I had made. I have this awesome family member who just started doing this, and I'm obsessed. So I had to show it off because I figured everybody watching my video would probably like this. So anyways, with that being said, yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the pick a card. Before we get started, I'm just gonna go ahead and cleanse my cards, my space, my mind, myself, and we're setting intentions to provide the most accurate reading of my ability to bring you all clarity and insight so you know what to do next to keep moving forward. So this is a very important message that you need to hear right now in this current time. So here we have piles 1, 2, and 3, each with a different crystal on top. And you're going to use your intuition to figure out which one of these piles has the right message for you. So on pile 1, we have some pyrite. Pile 2, we have some window quartz. And on pile 3, we have some opalite. Now, if you find that you're struggling to figure out which pile is calling to you, you can just pause the video if you need to. Close your eyes, whichever number 1 through 3 pops into your head first. If that's not working, you can put your focus on this little moon and shift your attention to your peripheral vision, and you'll notice that the card pile for you has a magnetic pull. It's like your eyes can't help but want to look at it. That's your intuition telling you that's the card pile for you. So whenever you're ready, there's going to be timestamps in the description and the comments below. That way you can just go ahead and skip right over to your reading, but feel free to take as much time as you need to. Just try not to think too hard about it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the readings. Okay, group 1, this is going to be your reading on a very important message that you need to hear right now. So let's go ahead and get started. What is the first message for group 1 of something they need to hear right now for added clarity? Go with the flow. Okay, so now is time to try and not worry too much about the past or the future. Ooh, that's a strong message coming through right now. You are living too much in the past or living too much in the future, and that's causing such a disconnect from the present moment, and that is what's created any feelings of like delays or feeling stuck or like things are just not going in the exact way that you want them to. It's because you are not in the present moment. You are way back here thinking about all your worries, thinking about everything that hasn't worked out before, all of those subconscious like lack mindset thoughts that have been programmed into you due to like life experiences or maybe the people you've been around or how you were raised or whatever it may be. Any past experience that has been uncomfortable, it's like it feels like that's what's coming to the surface, and that's kind of where your focus is. And then due to that, now You're way over here in the future, and it's like, well, due to these experiences, what does that mean for this period of time that I haven't entered yet? And that's creating more of this mindset of worry and doubt and confusion and unsureness. So you're being really called to go with the flow. This is the snowdrop, okay? So ways that you can do that. I'm really feeling a sense of like groundedness that needs to be implemented more into your life. Because it feels like you're so disconnected from the present, it just feels like almost floaty, like too in your head. And so I really feel or see, yeah, I really see like grounding activities, like sitting outside in the grass. If that's not something you want to do, you can even ground yourself inside. Use like your favorite crystals for grounding. One of my favorites is carnelian. That one is just so great, and it also helps with confidence, which also helps with allowing you to like let go of all these doubts. So I really am getting the feeling that you need to ground yourself some more, let go of the past, and don't let it dictate your future. You are the creator of your reality. So, whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you want for yourself, you can embody that now, even though the outside world is not exactly reflecting it yet. Because when you do embody it, things will start to reflect in that exact way. Okay, so super powerful message to begin with. Let's go ahead and do some tarot cards now to see what else is coming through for you, group one. What other insight or bits of clarity can we receive? Are there two cards? There are. Hello. Okay, here we have the Page of Wands and the Fool card. So I'm going to start with the Fool card, and then I'll get into the Page of Wands. So with the Fool card being in reverse, this can sometimes talk about, feeling like it's too risky, if that makes sense. I'm getting the feeling of stepping out of your comfort zone and taking new actions feels maybe too risky. And that might seem confusing, and you may not even know exactly what I'm trying to say, but let me explain it and it might make more sense to you. I feel like there's a sense of really needing to stay in your comfort zone. And by that, I mean continuing the same habits and patterns, mindset, thoughts, whatever it is that's caused you to feel stuck, right? So being in the past and being in the future, it almost feels too risky or too unsafe, too uncomfortable to get yourself in the present moment. And due to that, you're blocking off these new beginnings and new opportunities for you to flourish. Both of these, in different ways, represent a start, a new beginning in some way. With this one in the upright, it would be very hopeful and optimistic, starting a new journey. With the Page of Wands, the wands have to do with our actions and our belief system. And this in the upright would be like a new sense of inspiration and ideas, like a spark of like, oh my gosh, like I have the right idea. I know what to do. Like I know which direction to go, while feeling very sure of yourself and very hopeful for what's to come. So with this card being in the reverse, it's like due to this fear or this feeling like it's too risky or unsafe, you're pushing away these opportunities. It's almost like it's maybe subconsciously an excuse to not take action on those things or to shift your belief system because that feels too uncomfortable. So let's do some more tarot cards and see what else is going on. So really like the biggest message through this is like, get out of your comfort zone. Let go of those old limiting beliefs. Go with the flow. It's gonna feel uncomfortable, but the more you catch yourself having these thoughts of like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't know if I should do that. That feels risky. Like, feel it and let it go and say, you know what? Even though I feel this way, I'm still gonna make the conscious choice and effort to do the thing that I know is for my highest good. And it's not going to be easy, but oh my gosh, you are so capable of creating exactly what you want. You are so capable of making that decision. And like almost like do it out of spite if you have to. Like prove it to yourself that you can literally do the hard thing, because you can. It's just going to be really challenging to get out of this mindset, and just know that there will always be some like ups and downs. Healing and shifting isn't linear. So just keep that in mind and don't be too harsh on yourself. But let's see what else is coming up for you, group 1. Oh, here we have the 8 of Wands. Okay, so I seriously feel like once you start making these shifts and changes, you are going to see things very quickly shift in your life. It's almost going to be like, wow, why didn't I start doing this sooner? Like, who knew that I was actually going to feel like accomplished and like what I was doing is actually working? I feel like you were maybe so used to things not working out. You were so used to being stuck in this like feelings of just wondering, like, is this ever going to change, or am I always going to have bad luck, or am I always going to have the thing go in the way that I don't want it to? And I feel like those worries come from a sense of like control, right? And also living in the past and the future. It's just kind of reiterating that. So once you make these shifts, you are going to be noticing such fast, noticeable change in your life. And then with the 10 of Cups over here in reverse, this is just signifying that you are currently in the like storm right now. Okay, so this is the storm before the rainbow. So you have to work through these things, and that's what feels uncomfortable. That's where this 10 of Cups in reverse comes up, and it's like, this is uncomfortable. This is so like unappealing, even though you know it's what you want, even though you want to feel accomplished and fulfilled and more sure of yourself and to be more in the present moment. Your subconscious mind is like, no, that's scary. That's very different. And all these cards have, like the tarot cards have different crystals that are on them. So this one right here, this one has spirit quartz on it. And I don't have it on me right now, but I love my spirit quartz crystal. And this one is very healing. So a big part of this message too is like you are healing these parts of yourself that has truly believed that you are not worthy or capable of creating the life that you want to create for yourself. And so that's where being in this storm is taking place right now, because it's going to call you to confront things that are uncomfortable and to work through them. But again, once you start making those decisions, things are going to swiftly change in your life for a noticeable good difference. And that's when this starts turning into the rainbow instead of feeling like you are just in the middle of the storm. Let's see, group 1, what else is coming up for you? The Tower card reversed. Okay, so what this is telling me is like, this is a much needed transition and change that you're having to go through. And when the Tower card is in reverse, it symbolizes an ability to get through that change with more grace. Because in the upright, it's a little bit chaotic. It's a little bit like we're hesitant to make that change. And so the foundation that we are currently existing on is crumbling, and it's almost this panic to try and grasp onto anything we can, even though it's not working for us anyways. So it's like in the reverse, we are embracing this change. We are aware of the change. So even though it'll still feel a little rocky, we're ready for it. We want this change. So it just transitions a little bit more smoothly. And something else that is just kind of speaking to me right now with this being in the reverse is it feels like a lot of this transition and change of the rocky foundation is just so internal. It's just all internal mindset. And I'm sure you're probably thinking to yourself, or most of you are like, a lot of this translate externally too. And that's probably why I'm lacking the confidence and the worry and all of that, right? Like if this is something about how you're perceived or your career or money or family, right? Like sometimes there's external factors that make us believe these things. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that all of this shifting is internal. And once you make those internal changes, that's when you'll see it reflect very quickly on the external, because you are doing the work on the inside. The Hermit. So stepping out of your comfort zone, because we have the Hermit in reverse. So this is like putting yourself out there. I feel like you're no longer going to be hiding or isolating. If you have had a tendency to kind of pull away when things get hard or to isolate yourself, This is now you stepping out of that experience and that mindset, saying, you know what, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. Maybe for some of you, this is even allowing yourself to like be more social or have more fun experiences. Yeah, okay, that's another little side message that's coming up here right now is like through this transition, please make sure that you are giving yourself some fun experiences, like connection with others, enjoying a hobby, something of that sort, because that's going to nurture your mind and to nurture your body while you're making these big internal shifts in your life. And I just really feel like overall, stepping out of your comfort zone, while obviously uncomfortable, you will be able to quickly move through that with confidence, knowing that this small amount of uncomfortableness is only leading to my happiness, to feeling completion. So let's go ahead and do a few more oracle cards and just see what else is coming up for you. Oh, okay. Oh, here you have curiosity. So through this process, one way that you can maybe make it a little bit easier to start working through these limiting beliefs or these fears is to get curious. Ask yourself questions. Where is it coming from? Where is this limiting belief based in? Why do I even have this belief? To get curious, it can also be uncomfortable, but it can allow for a deep understanding of why you are the way you are, how you work, right? Or why you work, how you work. And it's not to judge yourself or to be critical of yourself, but it's just to have a deeper understanding. That way you have a good idea of how to approach it and manage it and work through it and heal from it if you need to. Oh, I love that these are coming up next. Okay, we have Shakti and expression. So I'm going to start with Shakti. So this is very lighthearted, fun energy. And I was just saying earlier, like, please make sure you're giving yourself fun experiences because, like, through all of this hard work that you will be going through and currently are going through to make these changes, it is so important that we remember to have fun and to not take ourselves or life too seriously because that takes away the fun. And honestly, the whole purpose for us being here is to have a human experience and to have fun and experience joy and amazing things in our life, not to criticize ourselves to the point of not wanting to be here. So allow think of little you. What did little you really enjoy? How can you implement more of that now? That could be a really good way to approach this for some of you. For others, just who can you connect with or what makes you happy right now? How can you indulge in that? How can you let yourself be silly? Dancing is coming to mind. So if some of you like to dance, then definitely dance. Like going out dancing. That's so random. But maybe some of you like to go out dancing. Anyways, okay, next we have expression. So this is connected to the throat chakra and also the flower agate crystal. Agate crystal. Did I say that right? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to talk about the crystal a little bit. I also don't have that with me. That's on my altar way over there, so I'm not going to get it. But the flower agate crystal is all about blossoming into your true self. And your throat chakra, right? That's about how you communicate, how you express yourself. It's so important to feel balanced in this area because that's what allows for you to feel understood. That's what allows for your truth to come out. That is also what, how you speak, right? So what you speak into existence is what you are creating. So another thing with expression is also like authentic expression, right? Because when you're blossoming into your true self, it's only the authentic version of you, not what everybody else thinks you're supposed to be. So with this comes the ability and the desire to start expressing yourself in a way that's more unique to you. So I also feel it's going to be really empowering if you don't already to allow yourself to style yourself in the way that you really want to. Your clothes, your shoes, your hair, your makeup if you wear makeup, literally anything that can represent who you are as a person. Really step into that. Allow yourself to express yourself freely. Allow yourself to share your opinions and ideas without shame or without the worry of, is anybody going to care to listen? Because that doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Matter. I said that word funny. It literally doesn't matter. Anyways, What matters is the fact that you have something to say and you are going to stand in your truth and you're going to say it. That's what matters. So let me take a drink. So get curious about why those limiting beliefs or why those old habits or whatever it may be for you. Get curious on why those exist and where they came from. Make sure you're not taking yourself too seriously and being too hard on yourself so you can still find joy and silliness in life. And a way that you can also implement joy and just have fun is through freedom of expression and authentic expression. And through all of that, it'll be so much easier to embrace this internal transition that you are going through. Let's just do a few more oracle cards, then we'll be done. Probably just 2 more. We'll see. Anything else for group 1? Look at the bigger picture. Oh, so sometimes you can get really caught up in like what is happening right now because it might be really stressful or it might have just not gone according to plan. So you're being asked to look at the bigger picture. Whenever you're feeling like specifically overwhelmed or like just really like I'm feeling kind of like panicked or like confused or chaotic, whatever, if you can prompt yourself or get somebody to kind of ask you like, hey, like it's okay, like is this really going to matter in X amount of days, weeks, months, years? You know what I mean? It might feel serious in that moment, and it might even be serious, but is this seriously going to change everything? More than likely, no. I am not talking about insane, crazy life events. I am talking about just little moments of getting overworked and stuck in the slight challenges or adaptations that we may struggle with in life. It's asking you to look at the bigger picture. And also asking yourself, what can I learn from this? It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So what can you take from this situation? Is it an opportunity for you to practice speaking to yourself a certain way? Is it an opportunity for you to shift your mindset? Is it an opportunity for you to recognize that you need to let go of something? There's always something to gain from it. And a personal issue reaches a resolution. That is so cool. Like, I just love that these two came up together because it's like, look at the bigger picture. This is okay. Like, it's all going to be okay. It's all going to come together. You are going to reach your desired place of happiness. You are no longer going to be struggling with letting your past dictate your future and taking control of your thoughts and your mindset and your ability to believe in yourself. So group 1, that was such an awesome, powerful reading. I am so thankful that you received this message because this is so profound. Like, this can change everything. So I'm really excited for you. I would absolutely love to hear any feedback you have in the comments below. It makes me so happy to hear like the stories you have and the journeys you guys go on. And if you don't feel comfortable sharing it, that's okay too. You can just hit the little like button and subscribe if you haven't already. But with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, group 2, this is going to be your reading on a very important message you need to know right now. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. So group 2, what is something that you need to know right now? Okay, here you have curiosity. This is so funny. This just came up for another group. So something important with curiosity is it's like asking you to basically ask yourself why about you. Why do you do the things you do? Why do you believe what it is that you believe? And like sometimes asking yourself these things that might just seem like silly, like, well, that's just what I like, or that's just how I feel, right? But what I'm meaning is when it comes to your mindset, how you believe in yourself and how you believe in your life experience. A lot of times our subconscious thought process is programmed due to previous life experiences. So Sometimes this can look like hardship in relationships that can kind of program our mind to believe that all relationships are hard. That's just one example, but you can apply it to many different things. So it's kind of like this is your prompt to feel like, why does this happen to me? Why do I feel this way? Why do I believe this? Because once you can figure out the why, that is what gives you these tools to like know how to approach yourself. Instead of feeling frustrated or confused, you now understand where it comes from and you can have more empathy for yourself, and it's just a little bit easier to navigate. And it also opens up the doors for you to be more vulnerable with yourself, allow you to understand your emotions and work through them and feel them. The word shadow work is coming through, reflection. Ooh, it's kind of funny that we have window cards right here because this is all about like reflecting on oneself. I feel like that's a really big message for you, group 2, coming through is like deep reflection and like understanding of oneself and how you work and why you are that way. I feel like right now is a big transition of like just discovering who you really are. Next, we have eudaimonia. This card talks about the way that we are engaging in things that bring us pure happiness, that like brings us actual joy. So are we spending a lot of our time engaging in things that bring us down? Are we engaging in lack mindset type of conversations with ourselves and others? Are we watching things online that bring our energy lower or make us frustrated? What are we doing in our life that is keeping us from experiencing happiness, that is keeping us from engaging in our hobbies? What is going on? Why are we not making it a priority to make sure we are engaging in the things that bring us actual joy? Because that's a really wonderful way of working through anxiety and depression and hardships and burnout, are like allowing yourself to still be happy, allowing yourself to still partake in the things that actually bring you joy. For some reason, a lot of us have this belief that when things are hard, we're like not allowed to be happy. But it's totally okay to be happy. You have to have that balance in there, and it just helps us get through those challenging times a little bit easier. Discipline. Okay, so with discipline, this is like you are being called to really make this change, to really reflect. This is maybe something that's been on your mind for a little bit, but it's so easy to push off because it takes vulnerability and accountability to understand these aspects of yourself. And it takes also the ability to look at your priorities, look at your schedule, look at how you're spending your time and your energy, so you can say, what can I let go of and what can I bring in to create more balance, to understand myself better, to express myself better, and to make sure I'm still loving and enjoying my life experience. You're being called to be disciplined in that way, to where you are consciously making, I said that funny, to where you are consciously making choices that bring you closer to alignment and to joy. So let's go ahead and do some tarot cards and see what else is coming out for you, group 2. Oh, here we have the Full card. So this is all about new beginnings and hope and optimism. So, oh my gosh, this is just like where you currently are right now. It's like you are on the what's it called? You're like right before the turning point. Okay, I can't think of any of the little phrases or whatever that I was gonna say, but it's like here you are, and then right over here is like, oh, change happened, then this is a new chapter. So you're being called to implement these things and to stay disciplined on it, right? And through that, you are going to be invoking some kind of like inspiration or some kind of sense of like, oh, like I just feel brighter. Like your frequency is raising because you are more connected with yourself and you're engaging in things that make you feel more aligned. And so that's leading you to this new beginning, really hopeful type of timeline to where you're like ready to take on new things. And here we have Page of Wands in the upright. This is so funny because I'm pretty sure I got both of these cards in the last reading, but in reverse. How crazy. Anyways, Page of Wands in the upright. So think of the wands as like your belief system and your actions. And when the Page of Wands comes up, this is what I was just saying. It's like inspiration. It's a new bit of inspiration. It's almost like you allowing your schedule to shift, your priorities to shift to where you're making sure that you're still having fun and enjoying life while still understanding and bettering yourself. Like there can be balance, right? So once you start implementing these balances, you're just going to keep igniting that inspiration, and you're going to get so many new ideas that can just add to the betterment of your life. It'll also feel easier to make shifts and changes in your day-to-day actions and habits. So perhaps some of you will even be eating healthier. Also, maybe some of you will just be getting on a better like sleep wake up schedule. Perhaps some of you will be actually like waking up earlier, so you can be making some more time to like engage in something that makes you feel happy, or like working out or something like that, something that just betters your life and feels like this is what I've been wanting to do. So however that looks like for you, it is different for everyone. Ooh, we also have the Judgment card. So this is like your true calling, your purpose, your listen, like, ooh, okay. Allow your intuition to guide you, okay? Allow yourself to listen to your intuition. We have Ace of Cups. So the more that you can honor your intuition and honor your true authentic self, follow your calling, okay? The more you can do that, you will be continuously filling your cup with joy. You will feel more emotionally balanced, more emotionally mature. You will feel fulfilled, and that will be inviting new experiences and new people into your life on the same mindset and frequency to just add more and more and more to your life experience that feels good, that feels in alignment. You just have to get through that hardship of making those changes in your life to where you are staying disciplined to making the correct choices and staying disciplined to being balanced with the hard work that life requires and happiness. What else do we have for you, group 2? We have Temperance. So this card's showing up in reverse. So what this means is that this isn't going to be an overnight fix. This will take time and patience. And it's all about trial and error of like getting that balance in. That's what this is telling me right now. It's like, okay, how much of myself can I show right now? Like this sun is really speaking to me with authenticity. So imagine it's like this balancing act. All the things I have to do, all the things I want to do, right? And how can I allow my authentic self to still shine and feel heard and seen and validated through this balancing act? That takes trial and error. That takes patience. It takes faith. It takes dedication and discipline. So I think that's going to be one thing that's slightly challenging, but it doesn't mean you can't do it. Here we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like now is the time to really focus on you and maybe not worry so much about the input of others or the opinions of others, I should say. How you are perceived does not matter because nobody understands you like you do. Nobody has been through what you have been through. So the other opinions or insight or advice or whatever it may be over you making these shifts in your life, only you know if it's working or if it's not working or if you're actually staying dedicated or not. And I just feel like it's going to be really important that you don't allow even like comparison to get in the way of you making the better choices for yourself. So just focusing on you and your mindset and taking time for yourself. Maybe as some of you feel a little bit uncomfortable like being alone and you feel like you always have to be around friends or family or your partner or something like that, maybe take some time for yourself. That'll also allow you to actually get curious and to create a plan so you can bring more happiness into your life and stay dedicated to it. Because if you're always having something going on, do you ever really have time to reflect? So maybe make some more time for just you. Oh, and here we have the Four of Wands. This is a celebration. It's harmony, it's stability. It's feeling more secure in your sense of like who you are as a person and what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're moving towards, feeling more connected. This moon is really standing out to me. That's giving me like intuitive, authentic vibes, like celebratory. Like I have been trusting myself. I'm letting my intuition guide me. I feel sure of myself, confident in my choices, and it is not only internal, but it is displayed externally. It's allowing your authentic self to fully shine. So let's go ahead and do some more oracle cards and just see what else is coming up for you, group 2. Give me a second. Okay. What else is coming up for you? Here we have a win-win outcome is forecast. I love that. So just keep in mind that like when things feel hard or like it's testing your commitment, it is a win-win outcome forecast, because if you are just staying, oh, and look at the balance. Full moon in Libra. This is coming to completion, okay? So your hard work towards balancing out your life is going to be so worth it. Okay, it's going to be noticeable just how worth it is as you continue to work on it. Expect powerful change. So this is absolutely for your best, for your highest good. It is so worth it. You are so capable. It is happening. This is just giving you some deeper insight on how you can continue that path forward, okay? But this is happening. Let's do one last card. Ooh, here we have Peacekeeper. So something else that you are being asked to kind of ponder is like, how often are you telling yourself no, keeping yourself hidden for the potential betterment of others? Would you rather hide yourself so others don't feel intimidated or uncomfortable? Would you rather feel unheard or neglected because you don't want to hurt someone else's feelings? Are you too nervous to reach out or to ask for that promotion because you don't want to have confrontation or asked why? You just want to keep the peace. So how often are you putting yourself at a lower level of importance than other people or other experiences because you would rather just not there be any hassle? Get curious about that. I think that's going to be a huge part of this change, because it's time for you to allow yourself to shine. You can take up space. You are worthy of it. So group 2, that is your reading. That is a super awesome message. I'm really excited for this powerful change that you're going to be going through, because I myself have been going through some major changes of allowing my authentic self to shine and my authentic expression to be heard. And it is just the best. So I will absolutely be thinking of you, group 2, sending you lots of good vibes. You got this, you got this, you got this. And please let me know in the comments down below what you thought about your reading. I love any and all feedback. I absolutely love to hear the things you all have to say. It means so much to me. And if you don't feel comfortable, that's okay too. You can just hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. With that being said, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, group 3, this is going to be a reading on something really important that you need to hear right now in this current time to allow you to continue to progressing forward towards your desired path of alignment. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. A time for healing. Okay, so you're really being called to reflect, and not only reflect, but to move through. So there's going to be some things that you are being asked to face. Perhaps this has been feeling a little bit like nerve-wracking, almost like you know you got to do it and it's there, but it's a little bit hard to address. Maybe some of this can be emotional trauma or other kinds of trauma, but I'm really feeling for a lot of you that this is some type of like emotional pain that you have gone through, or emotional turmoil, or just some type of experience that's maybe made you like question yourself, your existence, who you are as a person. So you're being really asked to reflect on maybe what those experiences, like how they contribute to your inner dialogue right now. Has it created like a new version of you that speaks to yourself in a way that almost instills that it's still that way? For some of you, you may still be experiencing some of these things. For some of you, I feel like this is more so like in the past stuff. But either way, it's just a real direct ask to reflect on like what is causing me to have a lack of belief in myself, or have a lack of belief in what I'm trying to create in my life, right? It's going to be different for every one of you, but right now it's just a big time of reflection, and not only reflection, like I said, but working through, moving through, surrender to the divine. So maybe part of your healing process is like, yes, let's reflect, let's move through with the understanding that we do not control. Okay, we only control ourselves. We don't control the outside experiences. We don't control how other people react. We don't control how people perceive us. All we control is ourselves and what we choose to say and do and believe. I used to say think, but sometimes we don't control what we think. Sometimes our subconscious mind is like, here's a really horrible thought. And you're like, whoa, where did that come from? So I say the only 3 things we can control is what we say, what we do, and what we believe. Because even though a thought might say something horrible, we don't have to believe it. So through this healing process, you're being asked to build some faith. And that may feel a little annoying for some of you. Like hearing that might have been a little annoying. Not for all of you, but definitely for some of you. And that's probably because you have felt like you've done all the things that you can do, or that is just too challenging, and that's like, oh, what an annoying thing to hear. Like, this is just so much more complex than that. And I'm here to tell you that it's not. Like, you're being asked to believe in yourself and in the possibilities that it can get better, and that things can change, and that you can change. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards. See what else is coming up for you, group 3s. Here we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So right now is like, it is time to let go of all this excess baggage, all this stuff that you've been holding on to. I feel like this is a lot of other people's issues and problems that they have put onto you. I feel like you've been burdened with so much that has nothing to do with you. It's like I almost feel like, and this is kind of specific, so this may not be for all of you, but I'm like getting the feeling or the imagery of like just anything that goes wrong is like either someone or something, whether it's yourself or somebody else, or like a workplace or friends, something like that, just like pinning it on you. Like it's almost always your fault. If only you could have done X, Y, and Z different, then it would like be better. And that's just simply not true. And so the reason this is in reverse is because you're releasing all of that. You're letting go of that. In the original artwork of the 10 of Wands, it's somebody walking with a bunch of wands in their hands, and they can't even see the next steps that they're going to take because there's too many wands in their hands. They have too much going on. So in the reverse, like imagine all those wands falling out, and it's like, whoa, the path in front of me is clear now. I know where to step. I know what to expect. You're able to think more clearly because you're not completely cluttered up with all of these excess things. And for this particular reading, it just feels like this excess bit of responsibility or blame or shame or guilt that others have put on you, that you yourself have put on you, or other experiences have put on you. So that's kind of what you're releasing, and that's going to feel really uncomfortable. So maybe that's why there's this surrender to the divine card showing up as well, because through healing this, oh my gosh, it's going to feel like you're doing something wrong, because there's going to be this worry of letting something or somebody or yourself down because you're no longer overworking yourself and carrying all these responsibilities. When you allow yourself to let that go, there may be worries of like, ooh, hopefully I'm not hurting anyone else, but like, you're not going to. The only person that's hurting right now is you, because you're not honoring your need to have more freedom. So let's do some more cards and see what else is coming up for you, group 3. These two here. Oh, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. This is so funny. This card has come up for every reading. So, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Let's start with the Queen of Pentacles. Through your healing, through your releasing, you are creating more stability and abundance in your life. It'll also be a new beginning, a new opportunity for fulfillment and for safety. And again, like abundance. This bunny right here is speaking that new beginning to me. That's what's showing me this, like, this freshness. This almost feels like a start over. Like the flowers, the bunny, it's giving springtime. Even this like sun type of energy here, this is just so bright. It's lighthearted. It feels really fresh. It's like I feel like you yourself will be feeling refreshed. Maybe even looking more refreshed, more well-rested. That's something else coming through. And it's just going to allow you to shine in the most authentic way that you've ever been able to so far. And with the Page of Wands here, this is a new inspiration and hope. A new like spark just showing up as an awakened self to take the actions towards and that align with what you really want for yourself, with your authentic self. So that can look like staying dedicated and committed to the choices of saying no to others when it could potentially, be too much for you. It's okay to say no. It's okay to like not be a people pleaser. This can also look like making aligned choices in your just day-to-day routine that allows you to, again, express yourself the most freely and authentically. So that's creating a balanced lifestyle of hobby and love and fun and work ethic, right? Like there has to be a balance. So there's just going to be more room for inspiration and motivation and ideas that will allow you to like get new ideas. It's like a new sense of self is what's really coming through here, to just create something so abundant and stable and authentic to who you are. We have the Nine of Wands coming up. This is like perseverance, pushing through to the end. So this has probably been an uphill battle. This has probably been something going on for a while. Maybe some of you have been people pleasers like your entire life. But don't give up on yourself. This is like, please keep going. You are just around the corner to change, to transition, to different, to experiencing this release. It is right there. So don't give up on yourself. Do not lose hope and don't get intimidated by the hard work this is going to be, because this will also be indicative of the fact that you are starting a new journey, right? It's like it's right around the corner, and that new journey itself may also be challenging and have uphill battles, but don't give up on yourself, because it's just continuously taking you somewhere that's going to be even better. And here we have the Fool card. This is all about new beginnings, hope, desires, belief. This is like such a lighthearted, fun card. So really you're allowing yourself to step into this position where, yes, things have been challenging, but oh my gosh, it's paying off now. And you can really like start this new chapter being your most authentic self. Like the word free is just really in my head right now. So much freedom through healing and no longer holding on to all of this baggage or just, I don't know, just like icky energy that's just been around for a while, whether that's coming from within, coming from a place of like being perceived or judged from others. Yeah. Okay. Let's just do one more card. And then, okay, here we go. Ooh, then we have Page of Pentacles. Flower agate. Did I say that right? I never know. Okay, but anyways, agate. I'm gonna say agate. Flower agate. Anyways, this crystal that's connected to this card is all about blossoming and being successful in your true self while staying really grounded and secure. I love this crystal. It's amazing. And this is also like, I feel like this is an awakening. I feel like part of this is a spiritual awakening, because these two, they're both page cards, right? So it makes sense they have similar art, but the little eyes here, it's just like they're sitting right at the top, and it's almost like you're slowly, like slightly awakening this part of yourself that's just more understanding of who you are. That's what I'm getting with this. It just feels like a refreshing start. And with the Page of Pentacles, this is opportunity for more wealth, for more stability, and more opportunities for you to show up as who you really are with success. Now it's just, you are going to have to be willing to walk through those doors of opportunity. And with that comes the drive to stay disciplined to releasing these things that don't serve you anymore. So let's do some more oracle cards and see what else is coming up. Here we have deep knowing and trust. Okay, I think I said a little bit ago, like faith, right? So that's what the trust card is really just reiterating as well. Like, have trust in yourself, have trust in the universe. Like, it will get better. It can change. And even if it doesn't feel like that right now, like even you just receiving this message, like parts of you are awakening. You are on the path to healing, towards embracing who you really are and creating a new sense of stability and foundation for yourself. And this deep knowing, that's your intuition. That's just these like little bits of awakening. It's like, you know, you are on the correct path. You know, you are getting the right ideas. If you feel a calling to it, if you're feeling like you're being pulled away from all of this silly responsibility that's been put on you from external experiences or other people or whatever, right? And when I say responsibility, I mean like baggage, trauma, shame, guilt. Like, you have this deep knowing within yourself that you are worth so much more than that, and that none of that defines you. And that's why you have this draw to even rid of it. So just trust that. Trust, and that's funny, just trust that deep knowing, okay? You're doing the right stuff, you're making the right moves, and you are meant for more. If you feel called towards it, you are meant for it. Expansion. So with all these new beginning cards, it only makes sense that you also got expansion, because it's just talking about your next chapter, the direction that you're headed in. You're expanding and moving into your north node. And also we have opal. Here we have opalite. Anyways, but yeah, it's just like moving forward. It's moving forward, creating a new self, a refreshed start. You're expanding into the future and you're leaving the past behind. Let's just do one more card and we will be done for group 3. Right here. Ooh, psychic vampire. So the message coming up with this right now is discernment between intuition and anxiety. Okay, that takes some practice, but I think it's going to be very important for you to work on that. One little tidbit of advice I can give is that your anxiety will be triggered by something, a word, a color, a thought, a person, an experience, a sound, a smell, right? Anxiety is triggered and it just keeps spiraling. Your intuition is going to be soft, quick, and quiet, will not be triggered. And it's just a deep knowing. There's no overthinking it. There's no like continuous replay that just builds anxiety. Your intuition is soft, but it's no. So in order to like be able to work through fears, it's going to be really important to have good discernment on, is this anxiety? Is this intuition? Another thing with psychic vampire is I'm also getting that shielding yourself from other people who just kind of suck the energy out of us. That's also going to be important and a good part of your healing, that you are, creating boundaries and stepping away when somebody else is just draining the life out of you. So protection is going to be really important and discernment is going to be really important. So group 3, that is your reading for today. I super loved it. You absolutely got this. And please let me know in the comments what you thought. Any feedback is absolutely welcome and appreciated. And if you don't feel comfortable sharing any experience, that is okay. You can always just hit the like and give me a subscribe if you haven't already. But with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Bye.